Veterans, service members, this is how you avoid getting overcharged when you're using your VA loan. I just saved this vet $7,000 when buying his home because he went through me. What's going on, motivators? My name's Chermak. I'm your VA loan advisor. All I do is teach you all about using your VA loan, and I walk you through the process. Please make sure you subscribe to my page, because all I do is talk about VA loans all the time, and it's coming straight from another vet, so you know you can trust the source. Let's get right into it. This particular scenario, how I saved this veteran $7,000. Okay, well, it wasn't $7,000. It was actually $6,790 to be exact. But check this out. So this veteran approached me. They were working with another lending institution. Now, I can't say the name of it, but it's a very popular one that's known by all vets and all military service members all around. So I can't say it because I would put myself at liability, but it's one of those really well-known ones. Well, this veteran was getting grossly overcharged on his interest rate to buy his house. You see, he was purchasing a property for $340,000, and they were trying to charge him $10,200 in origination fees. Meanwhile, my same origination fees would have been $3,400 for the same exact thing. And I wouldn't have charged him the bank fees that you'll see on this loan estimate right here. Now, this is the actual loan estimate that he sent over to me when he first started working with me. He was just like you. He was watching some of my videos and he decided to send this over because he wanted a second opinion. He saw the video where I mentioned how some of these big brand name companies, these headset lenders or these online lenders, if you will, they just charge exorbitant fees to us, screw us over. And meanwhile, we have no idea because it's our first time going through the process, or we just don't know any better. We're the same thing as that Lance Corporal off base that's getting charged a 26.99% interest rate on that brand new Mustang. So anyways, luckily I had caught him early on in the process. He was only in contract for about 2 weeks and he still had another 4 weeks on his contract left. So we were able to work with him and get him a better interest rate and $7,000 less in closing costs, all because he switched over to me. We basically took him through the processing, the underwriting, the opening on our end, and we ended up helping him close the loan. I mean, he was super happy and he invited me out to dinner. He wanted to do so much for me. Unfortunately, he was in another state about 700 miles away. And as much as I do like to attend all of my closings, sometimes it's a little hard to attend one that's in another state. But he was super appreciative of the fact that he ended up reaching out to me and I was able to give him that second opinion. So this is the way that that lender was able to do that, right? Now, lenders have two ways that they can incur fees on you. They can either raise the interest rate and lower down the costs, or they can lower down the interest rate and raise up the origination costs. So anytime you're getting a quote from a lender, you always have to look at not just the interest rate, but you also have to look at the origination fees they are charging as well. Because you might have one bank on one hand, which says they have a really great rate, and maybe they've got a 6.25 rate, which in today's day and age is a pretty good rate, but they might be charging you 2 points. And for this particular veteran, that would have been about $8,000. But then on this hand, you've got another lender, and maybe they're at 6.625, which is more in line with the market, but they're not charging you any points. So you're actually saving like $7,000 going with lender B, but you end up going with lender A simply because you look at the interest rate only and you're not looking at those hidden fees. So this is exactly what happened to this veteran in particular. He was actually getting offered a really good rate. He was getting offered a 6.375. And when he first came to me, I was offering him a 6.625. So I thought that I was higher. But then I asked him that key crucial question. I said, hey, send me over your loan estimate because I want to see exactly how they have it brokered up, how they have your actual file set up. And as soon as I took a look at that loan estimate, I saw this figure right here. Yep, they were charging $10,185. And if I was charging that, I would have been at a much lower rate. I actually didn't even think it's legal for me to charge that much. But if I could charge that much, I probably would have been in the high fives somewhere. Now, what I ended up doing is I ended up lowering down the rate and matching it up, but I had to charge him an origination fee in order to get it down that low. So I was able to get him in at the same rate. However, my origination charge was only $3,400 compared to this guy who was charging him $10,185. It's a tremendous amount of money and a tremendous amount of savings. So these are the two things you need to remember. Always check not just the interest rate, but also check the origination fees. If you found any of this information helpful, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to my page. I'm Chermak, VA loan advisor, and all I do is I teach you all about using your VA loan. And I can even originate the loan for you and work with the VA on your behalf to get you it closed. I'm licensed in multiple states, and if I can't work in the state that you're in, I have plenty of other veterans and veteran mortgage advisors out there who can help you get the job done. So reach out to me today. Motivator out.